News anchor gig like this. Never seen a news anchor gig like this. Never seen a news anchor gig like this. Never seen a news anchor gig like this. I know y'all ain't never heard a news anchor come in like how I come in. You feel me? None of them. Zilch. I'm the only one. Yeah. Ooh. I make news fun, but this topic we about to talk about ain't fun at all. You feel me? Yeah, we gotta talk about the gap between home ownership of black people and white people. It's expanding. It's getting bigger. Damn. Yep. That's today's news that I'm gonna get into. You feel me? It's disheartening, but hey, gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about the tough topics. I know some people out there don't want to hear it. Some people be giving me comments like, "Bruh, you giving me reverse racism, bro." What the hell is reverse racism? What is reverse racism, bro? How do you... Ain't the reverse of racism is not being racist? Anyway, how y'all doing out there? Y'all good? All right. Yeah, I'm living great over here. You feel me? It's another episode of the Seers Glare, where I'm your lovely or hated host, Kamal, a.k.a. the Black Seinfeld, a.k.a. Magic X. And look, since y'all the best audience out there, what should y'all be doing right now? Well, come on, y'all, let's get it. If they watching, at least they learning. Now, I appreciate all y'all, from the ugly to the beautiful and to the in-betweener. And I'm feeling a shit ton better today. Man, I've been sick the past couple of days. I've been giving y'all this good news under the worst conditions ever. Y'all couldn't even tell. Oh, Lord, I was sick of this sick. Just as sick as this topic we got to talk about, man. But before we get into that, y'all already know the phone lines are going to be open. If y'all want to call in, let y'all voice be heard about this news topic. The number is 619-609-7383. And oh, yes, the Sears Glare is always going to go live 1 or 1:30 Pacific time, PM, for you slow people out there. Because I know some of y'all is like, AM, you go in hella early in the morning. No, PM. 1 or 1:30 Pacific PM, unless I tell y'all otherwise, all right? Now, let's hop right into this, all right? And like I said, the racial home ownership gap is widening. I just made it a better title, like, yo, it's between black people and white people, bro. They try to mix in everybody. Nah, bro. This gap is widening between black home ownership and white home ownership. You know how I know? Because I looked it up and look at the numbers. You see how they try to misconstrue stuff and bunch us in with other groups? Look at that. The black American home ownership rate, 44%. Increased less than half a percentage point. 43.6% in 2011. We virtually went nowhere when it comes to home ownership. That's a goddamn shame. Goddamn. And y'all probably out there like, well, what's going on with the black Americans? Why aren't they trying better? Bullshit. We try hard as hell. There's things as, I don't know, we don't get the bank loans. We don't get approved for the loans to get the homes. Bars. You feel me? And look at this other statistics. And continues to lag while behind. Hispanic Americans, 50.6%. Asian Americans, 62.8%. And white Americans, 72.7%. So what is this article title talking about? Keep it all the way funky, Tory Newmeyer. It's between black home ownership and the rest of the groups. We're virtually going nowhere while the other groups are continuing to grow. Okay? Now, banks are facing tougher capital requirements, which will probably make mortgage prices for cash poor buyers. Y'all, just say black. All right? Because we look at the statistics. We just debunked this shit already. Other groups is growing. Black American ownership is stagnant. And look who they got in the photo. A black family. You feel me? Marshella Caldwell, 49, decorates the family Christmas tree with sons Deshaun Sims, 22, and D'Angelo Caldwell, 11, in their apartment in Cincinnati on Saturday. And this apartment, it don't look too big, y'all. And she talking about, like, this the lady I got on the thumbnail. She talking about, like, yo, man, she can't find any affordable housing out there. But let's read into it. Marcella Caldwell wants to celebrate her upcoming 50th birthday by buying a home in a neighborhood safe enough for her 11-year-old son to play outside. I'm going to say it again. Safe enough for her 11-year-old son to play outside. She just want to buy a home for her and her family in a safe neighborhood. But she can't. I'm already knowing. I'm going to read through the article, but I already know it. The prices are astronomically high. And yes, I use the word astronomically. Y'all think I got big college ass words? Are you serious? I went to college. Some might say, no, you didn't. Bruh, yeah. I graduated. I use the big ass words. But for the people that don't know what astronomical means, it means it greatly grew. The Cincinnati social worker is gearing up to restart a search she had abandoned out of frustration 3 times in recent years because she couldn't find an affordable house that met her needs. But she also knows the market has only gotten more difficult, with home prices hitting record levels and interest rates hovering over 2 decades high. You know why? Because groups like BlackRock and all these other goddamn companies like Zillow, even Zillow is in on it too. They buying up these homes and making everybody renters, y'all. They're making everybody renters. They're buying up the block like they the Monopoly man. They doing my strategy in Monopoly. Shout out to my lady. She beat me one time in Monopoly. I whooped her ass too, but she waxed my ass the last game. We played 2 games. I beat her the first time, and the second time I think she cheated, but it's all good. But that's what they doing. They buying up Boardwalk. They're buying up all the green spots. They're buying up all the red spots. BlackRock, Zillow, other companies that's out here buying up all the goddamn real estate and making everybody in the renters and driving the prices up. That's what's happening, y'all. That's why it's hard to find affordable housing out here to be a homeowner. And it's very difficult for us as Black Americans because one of the things I stated is we don't get approved for certain loans. Or they want to hit us with these predatory ass loans. Where we going to default on it? It's a rigged game, y'all. It's a rigged game. And also, it's a thing called whitewashing the home. Where if you whitewash and put white photos, families and stuff like that, somehow magically your appreciation goes up in the home. Yeah, you know how I know? Because I talked about it on this show. I talked about how this family, they home jumped up $300K when they whitewashed their home. When her $400K to $750K in a matter of white magic. Now back to this news segment. I'm just praying that somewhere I could find what I'm looking for, Caldwell said. Finding a home she can afford could get harder if regulators get their way. An unusual alliance of big banks and some housing affordability advocates is arguing that a proposal meant to boost the financial stability of banks will make mortgages more expensive for cash-poor home buyers. Disproportionately people of color. I'm gonna change that for you, Berber. Hey, what's your name, bro? Who wrote this article? Tori, I'm gonna change that for you. You feel me? Disproportionately people, Black Americans, Black people. Let's be real, y'all. The proposed rule change will force banks to hold on to more capital for residential mortgages with smaller down payments. The logic is that such loans are riskier, so banks should keep more in reserve against defaults. That's what they trying to say. They saying that we're gonna default on loans, even though they're the ones that's giving us these bullshit ass loans. Look at that beautiful family. I know some of y'all gonna be out there. You know what I mean? The red pill is gonna be like, hold on, something missing here, and I ain't gonna say it. The practical effect to afford that bigger cushion, Banks would demand higher mortgage rates for borrowers who can afford only a small down payment. Despite narrowing during the pandemic, helped by low interest rates and government stimulus programs, the racial home ownership gap has been widening more recently and now stands at 29 percentage points, its widest in a decade, according to the National Association of Realtors. Shit. Let's do that. Let's do that math. Okay. Yep. About 29. That's 73. That's 44. Boom. Black Americans, white Americans. Boom. 29% gap. We virtually went nowhere since 2011. Damn. Man. Hey, we saw that video of Jonathan Majors. He was running for his life against that white woman. Boy, if she had a knife, that would have been a horror film. This is an all-hands-on-deck moment, said Odette Williamson, a senior attorney with the National Consumer Law Center. In working-class minorities, they keep saying minorities, dog, but we already debunked what is going on. It's only us that's stagnant. The other groups are growing. Some of y'all about, man, but you ain't got the percentage of back then. I got y'all. You know what? Because I know y'all thinking it. Home ownership of Hispanics of 2011 till now. I know my spelling all messed up, but who gives a damn? What is the transparent ownership? Despite for Hispanic reached 2022 the 8th consecutive year of growth. Despite affordable challenges, the Hispanic home ownership rate reached 48.6% in 2022. And then in 2023, it is 50.6%. And right here it says the 8th consecutive year growth. Y'all, look at me, y'all. And y'all see in the goddamn article, Tory out here trying to put it minorities. No, it's only us Black Americans, man. We're getting stonewalled right now. No, because I got stonewalled. I can't even qualify for any goddamn loan. And guess what my credit score is? Y'all never guess. I know some of y'all going to be like, damn, bro, you look like you in the 550s. That's racist. I'm playing. But you add 200 more points on that mother effer. And that's my credit score. What's my debt? Minuscule. Damn near non-existent. And I still couldn't get approved for a goddamn home loan. Yeah. The bull malarkey. You know it's not bull malarkey, man? My tubers out there, y'all doing the damn thing. I see that y'all really sharing that engagement and stuff is going up too. You feel me? I mean, I still got to tell y'all because it actually worked. Like a sub a share a comment, a like. And you know, YouTube been around since 2005 and all, but y'all keep doing y'all thing. I appreciate y'all. Hell yeah. Now let's get back to this news segment. You feel me? And we debunking a lot of stuff right here, y'all. We debunking a lot of stuff. See, this why I read the article for y'all. Because you just read a headline and be like, damn, they right, man. The minorities out here, bro, lose it. And it's like, nah, you deep dive into it. It's like, nah, bro. It's us out here against Stonewall. The other groups, they growing. The minorities, they talking about their home ownership is growing. While ours are just flat. Now, more reading. In working class minorities hoping to buy their first home, a critical tool for building wealth that many have been systematically denied. And look at those. Look who wrote this shit, man. Look who wrote this. Bro, look like a lost Dilbert character. White man right here. And you see how I try to entice you with a black family. They just sprinkle you with like half proofs. But I'm here to debunk all that other BS, man. Nah, we're not having that. We're gonna get to the real. All right. Borrowing costs for mortgages have more than doubled over the last 2 years as the Federal Reserve has battled inflation by hiking interest rates, which hit a 22-year high earlier this year. That has compelled current homeowners to hold off from selling and instead stay put until rates cool. And that's what's happening too. People ain't selling. They just holding off. People are not selling, man. They're not selling their homes. And at the same time, they're doing this. They're doing stuff, taking away land from black people. You feel me? They out here building freeways and certain shit in black communities, gentrifying it, all types of shit, man. All types of shit. What's it called where the government could take your home? Is it domain immunity? Domain immunity. What? Oh, no. What is that word? What is it called when the government can take your land? It's like something emit domain. I keep thinking domain immunity. It's eminent domain. ED. Damn. That's what be happening too. We fighting though. I've been seeing some families, you feel me? Shout out to the family that was like in LA. I think it was in Huntington Beach or somewhere like that. They fought for their land, got it back. Then there's another family too. I think there was where was that? South. It was the Carolinas. I think it was the Carolinas. They fought for their land too, got that shit back. This white dude bought some of the land from some of the family members and then tried to sue their ass to get the rest of it. Man, out of reach. Higher financing costs already have put home ownership out of reach for most of these borrowers who qualified just 2 years ago. Before the Fed started raising interest rate, 3.4 million Black Americans. You see how he keep kind of like interjecting? He keeps saying, oh, Black Americans, and then it's, oh, but minorities. It's like, no, bruh, it's Black Americans. It's us, man. We don't want to get stonewalled. Y'all trying to bunch them in with us, man, so they could get some of the goddamn goodies. Goddamn. Redeem mortgage ready based on their credit history and income. According to research by Freddie Mac, thanks to the higher cost of financing, that number stands at less than 1 million now. 1 million now. I'm part of that 2.4 million that can't get approved for a loan. Back then I would have been good. Now I can't. And many other of my Black Americans that's ready to buy a home, get some home ownership and shit, we can't do it because of this. The National Fair Housing Alliance found in a follow-up analysis based on traditional underwriting standards. Meanwhile, Black home loan applicants in the 50 largest U.S. metropolitan markets are 1.6 times more likely to be denied than the overall population. There we go. I'm going to just round it up 2 times. We always in that 2% as Black people and Black Americans. Y'all notice that? 2%. 2% venture capitalists. You feel me? 2% pilots. You feel me? What else we 2% in? Name it. We're always in the 2%. 2 times. They say 1.6, we rounding up. 2 times more likely to be denied than the overall population. That just shows you what happens with this wealth divide. National Fair Housing Alliance CEO Lisa Rice said, "We don't have family members that can lean on because they weren't able to build wealth to help with a down payment. These higher interest rates have a devastating impact." Man, F the down payment. We can't even get approved for the loan. And I think it's horse crap because I think a lot of Black people have the amount for the down payment, but if you don't get approved for the loan, what's the point? What's the point? And shout out to my live audience, man. Shout out to you. You feel me? Appreciate you. You know who else I appreciate? My Twitch family. Hit your bro with a follow. Hit your bro with a share. That'd be greatly appreciated. Okay? But if we don't get approved for the loan, what the F is the point of the down payment? These could concern prompt regulators and industry executives a few years ago to make home buying easier for underserved borrowers. After George Floyd's murder ignited nationwide protests in the summer of 2020, corporations across the economy committed to projects aimed to battling systematic racism. All they did was black out their goddamn IG photo. That's all they did. That's all they did. You know what I mean? Yet only a handful of companies follow through. While a number of mortgage lenders have launched pilot programs over the past year that collectively pledge to initiate tens of thousands of home loans, those efforts will barely make a dent in the racial home ownership gap at their current scale. Closing it will require 4.5 million more Black Americans buying homes, according to Urban Institute. Wow. All right, I'm going to read this because it's talking about the banks, and then I'm going to get into the comment section. You feel me? More broadly, big financial institutions have retreated from lending to economically disadvantaged mortgage borrowers. They not only doing that for homes, they're doing that for credit cards too, y'all. I've been having a struggle to get credit cards. And I just literally told y'all, like, my credit score is 750. I don't have any debt. My income is okay. Like, how? I'm struggling. Three of the largest banks for mortgage lending: Bank of America, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo. Look at, man, Bank of America, man. Y'all know the deal with these two banks, man. Bank of America and Wells Fargo. JP Morgan, cool, you feel me? You know what I mean? But damn, cut the share of home loans they issue to lower income borrowers by more than half in the 6 years following the 2008 financial crisis. A 2017 Federal Reserve study found. All right, y'all. We about to get into the comment section, but before that, we about to pay some bills. So I like to thank my sponsor, First Place Losers. The link to the shop gonna be in the description below. Y'all go check out the fire-ass garments made out of 100% Egyptian cotton. I guarantee it boosts your sex appeal about, let's say, a 25%. And look here, if it look good on me, it's gonna look great on y'all. All right. Now let's hop into the comment section. All right. And y'all already know, man. These comments, be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared. All right. James MK says, being a single mother with 2 children makes it a lot tougher to buy a home. Short interest rates are high, but for a reason. It is not like the banks or the Federal Reserve targets any group. Being a social worker is another blow to earn. Hold on. Nah. I got some. We just read a whole article where it's targeting. No. We just read an article. It just money to buy a house as low-wage career. Demographics make it harder for anyone to buy a house. A lot of younger people are reaching the age when they buy houses and supply is short because for the last 10 to 15 years, home builders have not kept up with demand. The reason for this is the Great Recession of 2008-09, when easy lending led us into bankruptcy. This easy lending has driven by a policy, whatever, desire to expand home ownership. Political. I think they spelled this wrong. Anyway, and lack standards by the Federal Reserve. This article is just very disappointing. It's disappointing. I know this person ain't black. I know that person ain't black. Penguins 01 says, purchasing a home in this market requires more than having to require down payment and financing. There has been a shortage of inventory in the real estate market for the last decade or longer. That has resulted in bidding wars for almost. Okay, I see the what's going to happen with these comments. They're going to be like, yo, they're going to just elude race out of it, like how this article was trying to do. And what they're just going to say is like, well, it ain't enough supply. And the recession that happened in 2008 is like people ain't really building homes and stuff. That's what I think was going to happen with these comments. You see how they always do that shit. That has resulted in bidding wars for almost every home that is newly listed. Many first-time home buyers with an FHA loan are outbidded by those with cash. Many of those are investors or home flippers scoping up the cheaper housing. When it comes to accepting an offer, the sellers look at the type of financing, and cash or conventional loans win out every time. This does not just affect minorities, but every would-be home buyer who is cash poor and struggling to get. Yeah, but the point is, though, we are disproportionately getting effed. Every other group is growing when it comes to home ownership. That's the point. That's the point. Monkey Winch said, I think they meant wrench, but whatever. Memories are distorted by a racial lens. The Great Recession was largely a result of people not being able to pay mortgages they couldn't afford. The lenders and brokers were accused of predatory lending by taking advantage of poor borrowers, which was disproportionately black people, bruh. That's the point. See, I told y'all they're going to be on this. They're going to be like, hey, bro, it's all poor. Yes, we know it's all poor people, but disproportionately who got F was black people. That's what y'all seem to forget. Are y'all willfully ignorant? That's what I think. Y'all just willfully ignorant. Characterized as victims, including minorities who are overrepresented amongst those victims. It is most definitely true that tighter lending standards will put many poor out of the mortgage market, and that some racial groups are impacted more than others. The solution isn't to make bad loans. We need to address the income disparities, which is a long-term project, and recognize that until then, some people shouldn't take on the burden of a mortgage in the first place. Mark L1 says, we had the housing crisis in 2009 because of poor underwriting standards. We have a student loan crisis now due to the absence of any underwriting standards. And now we're complaining that lending standards are bad or unfair. When will we learn? Okay. Proud KamalJohnson. Whoa. What a name. The sad thing is monthly mortgage payments could equal rent payments, but they need a down payment with competitive interest rates. He right on that, because they do. Mortgage payments be the same amount, sometimes be lower than rent. Damn shame. Bob6748 says, not sure why it needs to be about race. All cash poor buyers are getting shafted. It's because disproportionately Black Americans are getting effed. I showed y'all the stat. We're stonewalled when it comes to this. Every other group has consecutive growth. Every other group has consecutive growth. We've been stonewalled. Okay? Local housewife. My husband and I paid for our home with our own funds. Our parents didn't offer to lend us the down payment, and we didn't ask them to. It seems to me that if you can't afford the cost of a down payment, you shouldn't be buying a home. That makes sense. But what if you don't? What if you don't even just get approved for the loan? Even though if your credit is 750 and you make good income and your debt is really, really low, damn near non-existent. What then, local housewife? What then? Freedom from religion. And this will be my last comment because I'm tired of reading these comments. They all sounding the same. It sound like an echo chamber. It's all the same. Is why race? Why race? Are y'all Tucker Carlson? You know that dweeb had a nerve like, we need to stop focusing on race. Of course you're gonna say that, face. Toupee man. Damn. And that's what these comments say. Oh, it's other people that poor. Yes. But what's happening is home ownership for other groups is consecutively going up. When it comes to us Black Americans, it's stonewall, and that's a problem. The odds are slim that any single parent with 3 or 4 kids ever can save for a down payment to own a home and then consistently pay the monthly mortgage payments. I mean, if they pay rent, they already could freaking, unless they get Section 8, you know? Home ownership, insurance, repairs, and maintenance. Owning a home always has been expensive for the last 40 years. Pretty much required 2 incomes. All right. With that being said, look, I'm tired of reading the damn comments. It sounds like an echo chamber at this point. You feel me? You know what I mean? With that being said, look, we coming to an end of the show. All right. But if y'all want to call in and leave a voicemail about this news segment, call in at 619-609-7383. Call in, let y'all voice be heard. You feel me? And with that being said, this is another episode of the Seers Glare. I'm your lovely or hated host, Kamal, aka the Black Seinfeld, aka Magic X. And since I got the best audience out there, what should the best audience be doing right now? Well, what y'all waiting for? Let's get it. If they watching, at least they learning. And I appreciate all y'all, from the ugly to the beautiful and to the in-betweeners. Now, for my final note, we had to read through some BS to really find out what was really going on. And what's really going on is, when it comes to Black Americans, home ownership has been stagnant since 2011. Every other group has had consecutive growth. What they're trying to portray out there is they're saying like all minorities is going through this shit. No. It's Black Americans that's disproportionately getting effed. Now, is poor people getting effed over too? Yes. But it's disproportionately us that's getting effed over. As I told y'all through the segment that we went through. You feel me? They say 1.6 times more likely to get denied, but I'm gonna round it up to 2. We're 2 times more likely to get denied for a damn home loan. You feel me? And our home ownership is stagnant. We know the greatest way to wealth is through home ownership. Either that or through stocks or through other things that other people do. Start with a C. I'll let y'all figure that out. But yeah, man. The article, in a sense, was kind of misleading. I'm glad we read into that and kind of deep dive into this. And I'm going to be talking about this topic more down the line, you feel me? Hey, I might bring back Sheree on the show, you feel me? Shout out to Sheree, you feel me? She laces up with so much game when she came on here, you feel me? Talk about home ownership and mortgages and, being a realtor and stuff like that. Let me give my homegirl Sheree some air horns. I'm gonna have her come back on the show, you feel me? Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what's going on. So we have to read through the fluff. And Tori, tis to you, bruh. Man, you see how they try to interchange? Certain parts are like Black Americans, and certain parts like, oh, it's minorities. Come on, bruh. We ain't falling for the full gazy. We ain't falling for the bull manure. Okay? With that being said, you feel me? Look, my tubers and Twitch family, y'all are amazing. You feel me? Engagement going up, viewership going up, the love is going up, which I appreciate. But with love come hate. So the hate watch is going up, and that's cool. And for the did you want to see my eyes? It was a detractor on there. It was like, how you gonna call somebody ugly and you wear sunglasses, bro? So you want to see my eyes? Huh? Pause that, bro. God damn. Hate watch going up. And you know what? The trolls, they're going to keep on trolling. You feel me? And look it. I mean, I don't really need to do this because y'all really been sharing these videos and y'all really been getting this goddamn channel booming. But I mean, I got to say it also because it works. Like a sub. Sub a share. Share a comment. Comment a like. Y'all know what to do. Y'all smart out there, you feel me? With that being said, look, I'm going live with this show. 1 or 1:30 Pacific PM. Once again, I'm going live with this show. 1 or 1:30 PM Pacific time. Okay? Unless I tell you otherwise. And on that note, y'all have a good day, good evening, good whenever it is y'all consuming this content. Have a good one, y'all. And I'm out. Man, I can't believe, man, our home ownership is just stagnant, bruh. I mean, I can't believe it, all the full gazy BS that's going on when it comes to us Black Americans trying to get homes and stuff. And they know we gaining more knowledge to get to the wealth. They know.